Hey everybody, what's up? You know, I saw two of Joe's recent videos where he talked about how the 1-2 switch was probably not the best game to get it for the Switch of a Nintendo Switch, and how he talked about the whole and how he did another video I think before that or after that actually about how he got copyrighted claimed by Nintendo despite the fact that he tried to fix it up to where he wouldn't get claimed. His video wouldn't get claimed and in case you guys don't know what that means, if you're new to YouTube or something, you're considering monetizing your channel. Basically, it means that if you use any kind of footage that, despite your best intentions, if you use any kind of footage, there will be a studio, whether it's a game, there will be a company, whether it's a company via a movie studio, game publisher, whatever, what have you, that will claim said video and make money off it instead of you making money off it. So it kind of basically takes away from your profit that you're trying to make. And YouTube, it was I think this whole monetizing your channel happened I think several years ago or maybe more. But it happened at a time where YouTube was really coming under fire about a lot of, oh, you're letting people use all this and use all this footage and you're not doing anything. And there was a lot of studios from Warner Brothers to game publish from there was a lot of places like Warner movie studios like Warner Brothers and Universal and and Sony. I think well Sony was a little bit more lenient, um, as well as game publishers from the likes of a Nintendo, which we'll talk about in a minute, to Activision, Acclaim, what have you. They would copyright claim some of Angry Joe's Joe Vargas's videos because he was using footage that he basically in their minds didn't get permission to use, despite the fact that he had probably went through all the necessary channels to let them know, hey, I'm going to do this review or I'm going to do this discussion, this vlog, and I'm going to use footage. Hope you don't mind. I'm letting you guys know right now. So if there's a problem, let me know before I do it. So basically, um, Angry Joe, basically, Joe Vargas did a video where he talked about Nintendo copywriting his 1-2 switch video that he did, where he mentioned that people shouldn't get the game. Now, I kind of find it ironic that they would copyright claim him, and they probably copyrighted his response video to the claim that they did on that video on the previous video, but maybe not. I don't know. But it seems ironic that Nintendo did that, and I think I know why. Because one thing I have noticed, because I've gone through this myself, and I don't monetize my channel. This is one of the. I mean, one of the reasons I don't monetize my channel is the same reason why Joe monetizes, or Joe and James and Lewis and everybody else, and anybody else that chooses to monetize, and that's their opinion, and that's their choice. They want to monetize, make money off their channel. Hey, go ahead. All more power to you. But the reason that I and others out there, and there's many out there, maybe those out, maybe more that outnumber those that monetize, maybe than I think. But there's a lot of us out there that don't monetize, but like I said, probably more so than those that do, because pretty much we don't want to waste our time, making videos that we want to make a profit off of, only to have said video be copyrighted and claimed by another person or another outside source and having them make money off it. Now, YouTube does give you the options to file a dispute, try to get it worked out so that either you find out the claim is legit or in some cases, and this has been noted, the claim is false because there are some groups and entities and people out there that will file a copyright claim on somebody's video for no apparent reason. Hi Me Too, James Sullivan did a video about this, and he showed who some of the copyright claimers were, and he said he's never heard about some, and there was some that he's never heard of. So you got to make so basically what YouTube does is they allow you to file a dispute to figure out whether or not it's true or not, whether it's legit or it's not. Because, like I said, there are those out there that will file a claim against your video or several of your videos because they just want to make money. It's not a legit claim. They just want to say, "Oh, let's copyright this guy's video and make that extra money for ourselves," you know, or this guy and gal's video, so we can make extra money for ourselves. And that happens a lot. But thankfully, Google and YouTube do give you a opportunity to file a dispute, but YouTube and Google do fall under fault because sometimes, even though you can look up on Google and try to find out who this claimant is, and if you find out they don't really exist, sometimes that file may fall through. In other words, they'll say, "Well, it's legit. It seems legit, so we can't really do nothing about it. They'll still make money off your video." But when it comes to someone like Joe Vargas, Angry Joe, he does game reviews for a living. He goes to conventions and stuff. He does all this stuff for a living, and he uploads it on his Twitch channel, and he uploads it on his video channel and on AngryJoe.com, AngryJoeShow.com. So he does all this to make money, to make a living, and he's made a decent living out of it. But the thing is, what and I'm not trying to insinuate that Joe doesn't have a point here. Doesn't have a justification for his displeasure, for his anger. He does, because he's not doing anything wrong. He's basically giving more exposure to the 1-2 switch game. He's giving more exposure, hopefully, to Breath of the Wild. He's giving more exposure to the Switch. He's giving more exposure to potentially any other future Nintendo game console or game for the Switch console that he would like to review and recommend or not recommend. He's trying to give more exposure so that he gives the viewers that click on his video to watch it, he's giving them the option of saying, "Hey, it's up to you. I'm just giving you my opinions on how I feel about it, but hey, it's up to you. You guys think you guys think otherwise, you think it's a better game than I'm giving it credit for, go ahead, that's your choice." And that's about it. He's given us an option. I mean, I basically bought um, the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, Battleborn, and Overwatch Origins editions thanks to Angry Joe. Thanks to the reviews that Angry Joe gave it. And he's given them some great reviews. I've bought Tomb Raider, the definitive edition, thanks to Angry Joe's superb review of it. I bought heck, when I got the Xbox One, the Battlefield 1 edition, I could have chose not to download the game, but I did because Joe Vargas gave it a great recommendation, and that's all he's doing. And and there's no doubt that he's in the right, and he is justified for being angry about this, because despite all his efforts to try to make sure there wouldn't be a copyright claim, editing, re-editing the video of the 1-2 switch, nothing worked. But I think what Joe and some others have to understand is, despite the fact that you're angry with Nintendo for making money off your video, where you're giving your opinion, and thus you're giving your viewers a choice to whether or not go out and get the game or not get the game, because there could be a lot of viewers that the first game for the Switch is the 1-2 switch. And maybe a lot of them feel differently. Maybe a lot of them feel like the game is a lot better than Joe's saying. So anyway, he's basically giving his opinion, and he's basically saying, like I said earlier, hey, he's basically coming out along with his comrades, like other Joe, Luna, you name it. He's just saying, hey, look, I'm giving you my opinion. Take it for what you will. If you guys feel the game's better than what I'm saying it is, that's your opinion. That's your choice. But I'm just giving you my opinion. So, that's all he's doing. And like I said, he's kind of justified, in his anger here, in his disappointment. But the point I'm trying to get at here is what Joe and any other people have to understand, is we're getting into about 10 minutes here, is despite how you feel about Nintendo doing this, and Nintendo should, especially Nintendo Japan, should catch up with the times and realize, oh, okay, they're just giving us more exposure for our products, and there's nothing really wrong in doing that. Nintendo of America realizes that, and they're okay with it. What you have to realize is Nintendo, the silver lining, the bittersweet silver lining, is your video is still available to watch. It's not blocked worldwide. It's not blocked in Japan. It's not blocked in the United States. It's available worldwide. The only, the only, the only darkness in that silver lining is you're not going to make money off it. That's about it. Now, I don't know how much YouTube, Google pays per video. Either it's by minute, by length of video, I don't know. But all I know is there's a silver lining in everything. And that silver lining is you still have your video up, people can still see your video. The only thing is, the only bad thing about it is you're not going to make money off it. And this is why, as I've said many times, why I don't monetize my channel, because I've got a lot of videos on there that could either get copyrighted claimed and struck and everything with it, or given a strike as well, that could destroy my channel. And I've noticed that when I don't monetize, yes, I still get copyright claimed. Yes, I still get copyright strikes, but they're basically far in it, but they're not as much, but they're not as bad as it seems to be. When I'll give you an example. When I got a copyright strike last year, I just waited out what was it, the 3 months, the 6 months, or something like that, before I was able to do full-fledged videos again. So I did two-part 15-minute videos. So, so yeah, it sucks that, you get these claims, you get these strikes, and you lose certain opportunities, certain privileges, and all that. And in the case of people monetizing their channel, making money off the videos, yeah, it sucks you're losing money. But the silver lining in some cases, like with Nintendo, is just your video is still available online. It's still available for people to watch through various means, through the phones, the tablets, what have you. Huh. All right, sorry about that, but like I said, it's more along the lines of a what have you, you know, and like I said, it sucks that people are losing money on it. But like I said, the silver lining is your video is still available through multiple devices, your TV, your smartphone, your Android, your iPhone, your iPad, what have you, your system, your consoles, your computer, still available. And that's the silver lining. The only bad part about it, the only dark part about it, is you don't make money. But I think what Joe, with all due respect, has to come to realize is he, along with people like James Wolfe, um, Rob the Wonderful, Linkara, Louis Lovehog, Animat, Matt Burnett, Logan Reinberg, Huey Toonmore, aka Huey Toonmore, I should say, Pat Cortair, Pat the NES Punk, Doug Walker, Nostalgic, all of them black, Andre Meadows, Black Nerd Comedy. What they all have to realize is you guys have a lot of videos on your channels. So losing one video, so so basically not making money on one video is not the end of the world. You have a whole bunch of videos still making up for it. and you got so many views going showing up on those videos every day, every second, every minute of every day, it's not the end of the world if one video gets copyrighted claimed and its money is not being made by you but made by somebody else. You know, it's not the end of the world. It's like with me, when I recently got paid and it's like, okay, I'm making this much, but I should be making more. It's not the end of the world. I'm not just because I'm not making as much as the CSMs or the department managers or the assistant managers or the store manager. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I'm just happy to be working and making money. Like I said, it's not the end of the world. But apparently, a lot of people think it is sometimes, with all due respect. But like I said, it's not the end of the world if you don't make money off one video. You know, but in closing, I will say that I do wish Joe Vargas and anybody else in this situation the best of luck in trying to file a dispute and try to remove this claim to make them realize, hey, nothing's wrong. I'm trying to give your product more exposure. So I wish him all the best of luck. Pray he succeeds. But like I said, silver lining is his video is still available worldwide for people to see. The only bad thing is he's not making money off it. But like I said, it's not the end of the world for him. And it's not the end of the world for anybody else. So who's in a similar situation or have been in a similar situation. Because as long as you have people coming back to your channel and watching your videos and giving you all these views, because like I said earlier, I don't know how YouTube does the whole payout deal, either by minute or by views. I don't know how they do it, by length of video or what, by minute per video, I don't know. As long as you have people still coming back for those, you guys are going to be good. You guys are going to be good. So, but that's really all I have to say. And again, like I said, this is one reason I don't really montage that much, or I choose not to, because I know there could be consequences, especially with some of the things I upload, fan vids and all that. But I will say this in closing, there are other options out there. Like I said, I have a Daily Motion account. I have backup channels here on YouTube just in case. And now there are other avenues, like there's vid.me, there's Vimo, there's VO, and others out there. So, and other sources out there as well, in case, you don't want to go through YouTube. You don't want to make money. You don't want to basically make revenue through YouTube with your videos if this keeps on going on. So, that's all I'm going to really say. But in closing, but like I said, it's not the end of the world. And Joe, I hope you do get this dispute put in your favor and you get the copyright claim taken off and you're able to make money again with that video. But like I said, it's not the end of the world. So I wish you luck. And that's all I'm going to say. You guys let me know what you think down below. What are your thoughts on this whole situation? And I'll talk to y'all later.